Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm back. I'm in my craft room. Oh, and unfortunately, you are going to hear the birds tweeting because there is a tree, a huge tree directly in the field behind my craft room, I'm afraid. So I'm ever so sorry. We also have some building work going on, so there's going to be a bit of banging. Yeah, we've got it all going on. So you all know I've been away. And to those of you that are new, hello and welcome. My name is Toni, and I'm a quirky crafter, and I love doing anything junk journaling, clusters, mixed media, anything, planning, memory planning, the lot. I am into anything really. And yeah, so I'm so glad you're here. Thank you all for subscribing. I couldn't believe it when Louise Heinzel had tagged me, and I had Gail and Louise and then Margaret all tagged me as well. So you all came over and you've stayed, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. So if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that my other half lost both his parents in the space of 6 months. So he wasn't doing too good. So we decided to go and do some soul healing and go to the Isle of Wight, which in the UK it's a little island just off the bottom of Portsmouth, and it is beautiful. We absolutely love it there. We try and go every single year. So yeah, we went down there for 4 days and had a log cabin looking over the sea, and it was absolutely beautiful and definitely needed. And then we come back and yeah, the building work started, and the dogs have been really irritated by the building work. I've got 2 puppy German Shepherds, and yeah, so it's constant barking, constant banging. So it's been kind of hard for me to find a space where I can film. Also, I have been cleaning out my craft room as well. I did move about 2 years ago. I'm a slow worker. So about 2 years ago, I was in my conservatory off the side of the house, and in the winter it was freezing and in the summer it was roasting. So during COVID, my love built me an art studio, which I had been dreaming of for about 13 years, if not longer. I've always wanted my own space, and yeah, he built me one at the bottom of the garden, and oh, it's my sanctuary. The karma in here is just, when it's clean, that is. But I'd got to a point in it where I was trying to reorganise, and the reorganisation turned into messiness, and the messiness just piled and piled and piled. And then I couldn't get to my desk, and then the bad weather came, so I went into my dining room and brought some of my essentials. I took over the dining room. Yeah, I was piling high with items, and I grew out of my dining room, and then my love was literally, you need to go back now into your craft room, go and clean it and go and move back into your space. And I was like, right, okay, fair enough, but I want a new desk. So I ordered some new stuff from IKEA, and I built it all and have put it all together. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen on my Instagram stories my new setup, which I'm absolutely loving. It is just so cozy. I have a new computer chair, which is so much nicer than the wooden stool I was sitting on. It's all cushioned on me tushy, so I'm loving it. And yeah, so that's where I've been. That's my little explanation of everything that's been going on. I'm so sorry it's took so long. I have missed you all so much, and yeah, just trying to get everything sorted, because when the karma's not right in my studio, then I kind of, it's really hard to feed my imagination and to sit down and be like, I just can't, because there's just so much going on in here. So it makes my brain a little crazy. But today we have a project, and I wanted to make some, I wanted to play with specimen slides and file folders. So I thought, okay, let's make some specimen file folders. And I was lucky enough to be sent over some links by TaylorMade Journals, Lorna, and she sent me some of her digitals. They are, wow, so beautiful. I've got some of them here. I will link them down below. I mean, look at these. They are just, oh, I think this one is called Rustic. But there's two lots in here and it's all mixed up, I'm afraid, because I've been playing with them for so much. I mean, look at the houses and they're just gorgeous. Look at that one, love it. I think they're Rustic Elegance, but yeah, I will list them down below and I'll put it on the screen as well. So that's that. I have cut some dies and I have used Devid from Elizabeth Craft Designs, his journal file XL1, and this is 2016. This is from his art journal series, and I love the size of it, so I'm going to be using that. I've also cut a few other little pieces as well, so I've got one of these tags, the tab, and the pocket on the side. I've cut that. So here we are, and I have managed to, these are all the little bits and pieces. I've got some labels and some other bits and pieces as well. Look at the pocket. I managed to cut it. Can you see? I hope I'm in frame. I've managed to cut it so that the house was on it. It's just some scraps. And we're going to use, so I have, look at that. Oh, look at the grunge on that. It's just yummy. Right, so I know we're all obsessed with this, with the sellotape, and I've got so many videos of it using contact paper, glassine paper, sellotape. I think the sellotape one is on my Instagram reels, but yeah, so I have so many. But I had this roll of cellophane, and it's quite thick. It's used for florists to wrap flowers in, so it's quite thick, and look at the size of the roll. It is huge. So I got this, and then I rolled it out, stamped it down, and I got my my dauber and some caramel alcohol ink. There you go, there's the banging. Some caramel alcohol ink, and I just did a sheet of it. Now this, I know what you're thinking. You're literally, I mean, look at the grunge on that. Can you see that? Oh, it's delicious. Now this is, you're thinking, yeah, that's all very well and good, Tone, but you're going to see the glue through it. And no, you're not. Right, so I have this other project here that I started using. This is the one that I put on my Instagram stories last night, and here's a strip of it, and here's another strip, and another strip, and a piece there, and there's a little piece under there as well. And look at that, look at it, and it's stuck on there. It's stuck on there. So you're like, come on, Tone, reveal how you stuck it down. I used my glue stick. It doesn't show through. It literally, it sticks it down and it doesn't show through. So if you have thin acetate, I think it will work with thin acetate. So I have made a sheet as well. So I have some transfer acetate, and if you stick your finger on it and it doesn't stick, then that's not the side to do it on. So hold it down for 2 seconds and you should feel it sticky just on the corner. Well, that's the side to put your ink on. That's the side that you can print on as well. So I did a sheet of this as well, so because this is about probably the same thickness, but this is printable transfer paper that I got off of Amazon. I will link it down below. It's not that expensive, and you get loads of sheets as well. So let me just pull out, what have I done with it? Here it is. So here is the sheet. Look at that. How cool is that? And imagine how many strips you're going to get with that. It's just, oh, look at that. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. So yeah, so I've been playing again. So I have some strips of that as well. So let's get started. I need to put my phone on airplane mode because I just know somebody's going to ring me and it's going to knock me off, because I've got my camera a little bit higher now. Because I'm a little bit lower, I need to have it a little bit higher. So yeah, so sorry about the banging as well. But we're going to power on through because it's been nearly 2 weeks. It's too long. Right, so first off, what we're going to do is I'm going to ink it. I have my inks here. Now, do I want to use Distress or do I want to use Oxide? I think I'm going to use Oxide because it's kind of, the print that's on it is kind of like chalky and painty. So I'm going to use Oxide. And I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper to go underneath. There we go. And then I'm just gonna got a horrible feeling my camera's wobbling. So I'm going to lift it up and do it. I'm so sorry about the banging. I have closed my door to my studio. But yeah, I think you're still going to hear it. Right, so we have the inside. Now, I don't know whether to cut another one and stick it on so that it's matching on both sides. I don't know. I'm going to fold, and I think I'm going to fold it like that because there isn't actually a score line on here. So now I'm going to and then I think this will go on the front like that. Or shall I put it inside as a pocket? Because I want to use that as my specimen. Right, I'm going to have to do some thinking. I'll be right back. So I have cut another one, even though I forgot to turn the paper over and did it. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. So I did another piece and I have inked them both. So the joy of this is because it's going to be a specimen and we have 2 sheets going one on top of the other. We can put a piece of acetate in the middle. Now, the question is, do we use the grunge? I think that might be too much grunge. So I'm going to get that sheet that I just had. And what I did is I cut out this, and this is from it's from a Tim Holtz set. This one from the chapter. Oh, it's been so long since I've used it. I've forgotten what it's called. So this is the collector from the chapter 3 collection. I hope we get a chapter 4 because how much fun would that be? So yeah, so I cut the gap with that. So I think I'm gonna just measure it up. I don't think pencil's gonna work. It just dents it. So let's go straight up because we're gonna need 2 pieces. Let's move that out of the way. And it's fine if it's wonky because it's being hidden. But my OCD is still like, straighten it out, Tone, straighten it out. Right, so let's cut. Oh my God, that really is wonky. Oh, dearie me. Right, so there's 2 pieces. That should fit perfectly. And we could do a little bit around the edge, I guess. So if I'm going to stick these down first, and I'm going to use my, I've still got my dangle. Don't faint. I haven't lost it. Thank you, Debbie, for making me it. I absolutely love it. Right, so I'm just going to go round the edge with some glue. Not much, because we don't want no seepage. And what we want to make sure is we want to do the test. So just dampen your finger, and there you see it, that's the sticky side. So if this is the side we're going to ink, this is the side we want facing upwards. And there we go. Put that on there. And I think I'm going to just get some of my washi tape. Just to reinforce it. Not that I think it will come up, but safety first. Right, so now I'm going to get my, I'm just going to do round the edges. So I've got my caramel and my dauber, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bit on the corner, and then I'll just around the edges, and maybe a bit along the top. Just like that. That's it. Just like that. Just like that. And then I think it might have seeped through. No, it hasn't. And then look at that. I love it. Right, now let's do the same to this side. Let's put a bit of glue around the edge. It's so weird for me not to do the... Right, just do the sticky test. That's it. That's the side we want up, because we want the sticky side for the ink. Because if we do it on both sides, it's going to look so cool, the difference in the inks and the shapes. Yeah, it feels so weird for me not to be making some kind of ephemera and actually be making a project. I mean, I do make projects. I do things. I have loads of like little albums and file folders and tickets and tags and stuff like that. I do have them on my channel. I just don't have many. Right, so let's just put this here. So, right, so we haven't got any in this corner. I'm just trying to be really careful because I don't think it will go through. I need a little bit more. And I'm just... Why are we dripping? I don't think that's gonna... Oh, it has soaked through, but hey, hey, hey. We don't mind. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right, let's just give that a minute to dry, and then we need to. I mean, come on. Oh, she says let's give that a minute to dry, and then she puts it on top of each other. But, can you see that? How cool is that? Oh, it's just amazing. Yes, yes. Let me put my pin back in, my glue, and have a swish of, I've got an iced coffee. Iced coffee season is upon us, and I'm here for it. I love my coffee, and I love it iced too. Right, so now, do I glue together? Do I stitch? Do I make this a human specimen, because we are specimens, aren't we? Plant or butterfly? I'm quite liking the idea. So I have, I'm pretty sure, yeah, look at that. Let's cut him out. Let's do it quickly. Because I've never done, I mean, obviously, like when I do specimen things, I go straight to like butterflies and bugs and stuff. But obviously we can be too. We're specimens. Let's get rid of that little bit of polythene. And I don't know if it's going to be a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the backing off and just cut around the photo. And what I should have really done is cut out two. It's grunge. So it looks like it's been ripped. Because that's how it's printed, or designed, should I say. Because I am going to need two of these. Look at that. But that also means that I think I'm going to turn it up, so we'll have it open sideways. What do we think? Should we put it on the inside and have a look? Do we like that? Like I said, it's plain on the back. But, on the back, right, so I could stick this on here and then cut it out and do some little stamping, so it's like the back of a cabinet card. Let's cut this out of here. In fact, all right, come on, Tom, get a grip. Get a grip. I'm going to glue this on first. It's quite thick, so I'm going to use my Barely Arts glue. Oh, don't glue your finger. And then that way it's going to be more even. Let me get a wipe because I'm gluing myself. Right, so let's cut this out. Can you hear that bee? Not bee, I think it's a fly. It's come in when the door was open, and now it's going all over the place. Let's check I'm still recording, because I can't see my phone. Right, so I think I'm just gonna take that little bit off, and I might just take a little bit off there as well, and then gonna have to rip the other side. Right, let's get rid of these little smooshy bits and give it an ink. I'm having so much fun. I'm so glad I'm back. That's it now. I'm back for good. Right now, because I've got my sewing machine set up. I've got a new sewing machine. I can't remember if I told you or not. I have a new sewing machine and I have it set up. Wow, I love it. Right, so I have some little pieces of ephemera here. Some Tim Holtz ephemera. It's been a while. It has been a while. Let's get rid of some of these. I love my strands, but not too long. Right, so I'm not going to glue this in. And I'm just going to... Shall I? Ah, this is where it gets... No, I'm not going to glue it in because I'm going to glue around the window, so it should be closed in there. But is it going to move? I'm going to glue it in. I'm going to glue it in. I'm going to use a little bit of glue stick. Just to keep it in place. And I'm not going to sew on the back either. So now I'm going to get my Barely Arts and I'm going to go all the way round. I want to go round the window. All the way round. Da, 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 da. Have we got enough? What do you reckon, Tone? I think we might. Right, so let's get these. I think I want these coming out of the side. So then let's line this up. Perfectly, because you're not going to have a lot of wiggle room. I mean, you've got more wiggle room with Barely Arts than you have with art glitter glue, so that's a bonus. Oh, look. Look at that. How cool is that? Ah, and that was the front. But I guess now this is the front. But that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Ah, I've done it upside down. No, I haven't. Phew. Right, I'm going to get my little mini scoreboard. and my bone folder, and luckily enough when I folded it before I inked it, so it gives me the perfect score line. And what she says, right, come on, let's get this perfect. Is that perfect? I'd say it's near close. Right, let's, I probably should have waited until the glue had dried, to be honest, because the paper's wet. Look, so it's ripped. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I don't care. And I haven't put it on straight, but that's fine because, oh, my glue's blowing bubbles. We're going to go round with some black oxide. If I can find my, let's take off the alcohol ink and put on my ink. And then we're going to just scooch. I mean, I'm going to sand it anyway, so I'm going to roughen it up. I just want to get rid of the white lines. Give it a little line across the middle, and there we have that. Look at that. Oh, it's just perfect. Just perfect. Right, now, I mean, oh, look. I love it. Right, so now on the inside, because I've got some pockets and I want the house, because I think it's going to have to go this way. You see, if I'd have done it the other way, I could have put it here. Right, let's do this little, because this has got a crease mark. But we'll just reinforce it a little bit. There we go, a lot easier. Excuse me. And that is, see, I could trim it. I could trim it down the side and corner around. Let's take that off, and then I have all my corner punches. I'm just going to test, I think it's this one. Yeah, it is. Right, so I have inked and I have stitched. I meant to go wonky. No, I did, honest. Right, so what I want to do is I want to put a bit of the tape, the cellophane, down here. I think I might use this bit that's already cut, to be honest. Right, so like I said, glue stick all the way round. And then we're just going to put it along bottom edge, stick it down, and look at that. Can you see that? You can't, you wouldn't even know. There's no glue. There's no glue streaks at all. Perfect way to stick down your contact paper. And then I just kind of, I only just wanted a little bit underneath, but now we've got a sticky. Right, I've inked it as well. So I also have these 2 little tabs that I cut, and I kind of just want to make this just a little bit bigger and kind of different, to be honest. So I've inked around these as well, and I'm going to use Belly Arts. What one do we want on the front? We'll have this one. So I'm just gonna glue round, and I'm gonna put it up on the top. Because I want it to look different to the stitching, because the stitching, I didn't go round the tab. Let's put a bit of glue on this one. It's like I'm out in the wilderness down the bottom of the garden. All the bugs and things. In my window I have a spider's web just up here, and it goes right across my window to a little fake plant I've got on my wall, and there's one little spider in there, and I'm not going to move it because I've named her Charlotte, like Charlotte's Web. So I have put it on both sides, but that's just because, just to reinforce it a little bit. And then that's going to go there like that. So I'm gonna ink this bottom bit, and then I want to go up the sides as well. Oh, we want our strands. Now I think this is made to like fold down, which is fine. If you want to do that, you can do that, but I don't want to do that. So that's that on there. Bring those down there. Oh, I love it. And we're going to do a bit of stamping as well. So something's going to go along there. How absolutely cool is that? I love it. I love that window. The window is so cool. And I don't know whether to put a bit more up there. What do we think? Shall we do a bit across the top? I don't know. But I have these. I have another pocket as well, which I am see that I could put over there and have it as a fold out like that. What do we think? No, I might put it on the back and just have it as a fold out, as another pocket. What do you reckon? Because we're going to need to do something on the back. Right, so let's ink it up. I don't think I'm going to sew this one though, because I want to use some crackle paste, because of some of the markings on it. It looks like plaster. So yeah, I want to bring that into real life and use some crackle paste on this. Shall I go around it in the black soot as well? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Where are you? I put it back. That's very unlike me. Just a little smidge. And I put it back again, but the lid wasn't on properly. Right, so let's find, I want kind of, I'm not going to use Lorna's stencils at this moment because there's one in here that I think, oh, we could use the brick. We could use the brick. Right, let's get that out as an idea, because we could do some of that all over the place. Or maybe the burlap. Oh, we'll get that one out as well. Right, I need to get some more of those because I have more of the mini ones than I do of those ones. So maybe we could do some brickwork. This stencil is disgusting. It's my fault. Just going to wet my finger and flatten it down. Right, I think I'm going to have to put that in my art journaling space because, yeah, it's a bit much. Right, so now we're going to get just perfect. And then I might want just a little smidgen, just so it's all cohesive. Go. Look at that, that's so cool. Right, now I'm going to let that dry. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit on here. Excuse me. I think I might need some more. Just going to spread it around in places. It's stuck. Right, scoop it off the sides. Perfect. Right, now we're going to let that dry, which shouldn't take long because my craft room is rather warm. So yeah, so it shouldn't take long at all. where did you go? Because I can't find where you went. And then let's make sure we wipe the stencil. Because I'm really bad for not. And now I think we're going to need a new sheet of scrap paper because that one is filthy. Right, so we're going to let these dry. I think that one's going to take a little while. Let's take some of that off there because that's a little thick. That's it. Let's take you off the bottom there. Smudge it in a little bit. That'll do. And then, oh, and then we'll let those dry. And then I will be back. I think I'm going to do some distress spray.